he could sell it for top dollar. It's on a busy road, it does a lot of business, and it makes a lot of money. G'day viewers, Chris Atkins here, and welcome back to my channel, the Car Wash Chronicles. You've probably seen in my past videos, well, hopefully you have, that I visit a lot of car washes and a lot of them are run down and they don't really work that well, and they're the ones I personally like to find. But in this video, I want to go to probably the best car wash I can find in the area that I live in and show you guys exactly how a car wash is supposed to be ran and how it's supposed to look, from the cleanliness and having employees on site in case something goes wrong. Even though I've never been to this car wash before, I did find it online and the photos looked amazing. The reviews were great. I think it had like 4.6 stars out of hundreds of reviews, so that's always a good thing. So I'm going to go check it out. It's like 15 minutes from my house, and hopefully it's as good as the reviews say it is, and I can show you guys exactly what a car wash is supposed to look like, besides mine, of course. So first initial thoughts pulling up to this car wash is its location. It's on a very busy road and it's very visible from the street. Any car that drives by can easily see it, and that's the best form of advertising. It's a nice big 6-bay car wash. It's got nice tiles. Tiles always look really good opposed to brick, and it's just super clean. You know, there's no trash anywhere. Everything is immaculate, and that shows me that the owner of the car wash, he has great employees, so that's a must, of course. So let's go ahead, let's check the bill changer. Let's check the bill changer and get some change. Okay, I will admit that $5 note wasn't in the best condition, but let's try it in this one. It should work. And that's the good thing about this car wash, is there's 4 bill changes up front, and I did notice around the back there's another 2, so that's 6 bill changes. So even if, I mean, what are the odds of all 6 going down? Probably 0. And for a nice big 6-bay car wash in a great location like this one, the last thing you want is a bill changer to be down. Now, it does have car wash rules and etiquette, which probably most people don't read. You know, it basically says no really muddy trucks. If you're going to hose out the back of a truck, make sure there's no debris in there. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't even read that or pay attention to it. But if they do see someone doing that and they want to ask them to leave, then the sign just reinforces them, and they can say that we already told you so. But just looking around, the tiles are all nice and clean. No graffiti, no dirt, no grime. They got the mat holders up. They got the tire cleaner right there. They got the bill acceptors. They got the credit card readers. They got the coin, so they got all forms of payment, which is great. They got the big Dixmoor timers up top. And just looking at those prices, it's very expensive compared to all other self-serve car washes. It was $4 for 4 minutes, $5 for 5 minutes, $6 for 6 minutes, and then $7 for 10 minutes. So obviously they're trying to get people to pay the $5 for 10 minutes, giving that little extra couple of minutes bonus. Sure did get me. I put $7 in, so I got 10 minutes. Then again, I'm filming the video, so it takes a lot longer. But I would say it doesn't deter people. I've driven past this car wash a couple of times and it's been very busy. It's a Monday morning now and it was somewhat busy. I mean, 4 out of the 6 bays were full, all the vacuums were full. So if you can charge that price and you're still very busy and customers aren't complaining, well then you can do that. Why not? But let's go ahead and test the tire cleaner now. It's coming out very nicely, a nice even spray, which is what you want. You know, it's different to mine. Mine's more foamy, but you know, it doesn't really matter as long as there's chemicals in there and it cleans the tires, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and test the pre-soak. It's a low pressure pre-soak. Obviously I got mine coming out of the little blue gun and a different hose, but it coming out of this high pressure gun is just fine. It's low pressure and it comes out amazing. I was very impressed with the way it came out. A nice big even V shape, which is what you want. No splattery, not too much air, not too much liquid, but just a very nice amount coming out where you can cover the car and it's going to run off the car and take the dirt with it. So no complaints about the pre-soak. Very impressed, great product, and that's why they're busy. It works well and customers love it. So let's go ahead and try the high pressure soap. Let's see how this comes out. All that soap was the remaining pre-soak coming out. And the good thing about this car wash is I noticed everything comes out relatively quickly, within a few seconds. Some car washes you go to, it takes up to 10 seconds for things to come out. And obviously that really annoys customers. They feel like they're getting ripped off. So you want it to come out as soon as possible. So after that point in the slow motion video, I'm going to test out the soap brush now, which is one of the most used, if not the most used, besides the water, for customers. Customers love it, and once you give a good product, like I can see here, they just keep coming back. And again, exactly what you want. As soon as I turned it onto soap brush, it came out within 2 seconds, which is perfect. And there's a lot of soap coming out. They're not being stingy on the soap. They've got the right amount of air, the right amount of liquid, nice big blobs coming out. So, great job on the soap brush. There's nothing you could change, in my opinion. I'm sure someone out there would change something, but if I own this car wash, I won't change anything. So we're going to go ahead and rinse that soap off. And with 4.5 minutes remaining, that should be plenty of time to test the rest of the functions. And who can tell me what is missing at this car wash? Before I finish washing my truck, comment below what this car wash is missing and what they could add to increase revenue. That's the only one thing I will say about this car wash, is they're missing something in my opinion. What do you think it is? So let's go ahead and test the wax. I'm sure it comes out great, as the rest of the car wash has. The wax took a little longer. It took like 5-6 seconds, but that's understandable. And it's a low pressure wax. I have a high pressure wax at mine. Again, personal preference. But there's plenty coming out. Any more and it's probably too much. Any less and it's probably not enough. So this is probably just the perfect amount to cover the car in a good amount of time. So no complaints about the wax. And another thing about this car wash that's really great is, I've only tested this one bay, but there's no leaks. And that's what probably the employees are there, and they're on top of things. As soon as something breaks down, or as soon as a leak happens, or a gun gets run over, or anything is broken, they're on it straight away. And that's what you want being a car wash owner. So let's go ahead and finish off with the spot-free rinse. It's very good pressure for the spot-free rinse. It's not too low and it's not high pressure, but it's a great amount of pressure for a spot-free. So now I've put over to the vacuums. They look brand new. They look very good and powerful. So again, it's expensive. $2 for 6 minutes for a regular vac, or if you want the turbo vac, it's $2 for 5 minutes, so you get one less minute. But let's go ahead and put it in. It's got a timer up top, which is kind of cool. And these vacuums aren't cheap, so I don't blame him. It looks like they were put in recently, not too old. There's no damage to them, and it was very powerful. I just chose the standard vac. I didn't do the turbo vac, and the standard was very powerful. It was as 100% as I thought it could have been. I wish I had done the turbo vac afterwards to compare, but how much more can you get than this? So I was pretty happy with it. As you can see, it's cleaning my floor very good of all the crumbs and food that I've dropped. So again, nothing to complain about. The vacuums worked at 100%. They were all clean, so I'm sure they get wiped down on the daily. And I enjoyed using them, as I'm sure all the other customers do, and that's why he's busy. And even as I leave pulling out, you can see that one of the employees is wiping down the vending machine, so they're always clean. I'm sure they do this every day or every other day, and that's really as good as a car wash gets. Well, as you saw, everything worked amazing. I can't fault it at all. The only thing I would do is I would add air dryers, because that's a ton of money that you're probably losing every week by not having them, and customers love them. But great car wash, fantastic car wash. At the end of the day, you're not going to scoop this one up for free. They're not going to just give it to you and collect a rent check. It was on a busy road. It did a lot of business, so I'm sure it does very well. If the owner wanted to sell it, he could sell it for top dollar. It's on a busy road, it does a lot of business, and it makes a lot of money. So I doubt he will ever want to sell it. He will probably hand it down to his children, which is what a lot of car washes do. They keep it in the family for many years. But I did just want to show you guys what a fantastic car wash that is. And if you're in the area of Burbank, go check it out. Once again, Chris Atkins with the Car Wash Chronicles. I'll see you all next time.